All right, here we are. Championship weekend, I guess you could say. Not Super Bowl weekend, but championship weekend. AFC Championship, NFC Championship. Now, this week, I'm not making no picks due to the fact that most of my picks didn't hit last week. Well, yeah, most of my picks didn't hit last week. One was good, one was shocking, and the other was kind of like, chalk it up. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about these matchups. Let's start off in the AFC, okay? The AFC title game. We have the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, my prediction was the Ravens were going to make it. The Bills, I thought they were going to the bed like they usually do. But I gotta say, they were in Buffalo, so they had the home field advantage. Josh Allen, he balled out. He balled out. I can't even hate on him. The defense came to play, and also Lamar the bet. He's the one that bet. Lamar looked so hesitant and so in his head and so nervous, it's not even funny. Listen, Lamar is a great quarterback. He's one of the exceptional players in the league, transcending the mobile quarterback role, showing he has the arm when they called him a running back or a wide receiver coming out of college. He's a great player, but when it comes to the playoffs, the dude has to get his emotions under control. You can just tell he was out of it. Started off with a pick. That's not how you start off a playoff game. You cannot start off a game like that. And plus, Mark Andrews, love the guy, love what he represents, love that he brings awareness to type 1 diabetics. But, two crucial plays. You fumbled, and then you couldn't catch on the 2-point conversion. That hurts. That hurts. And I'm telling you, man, they were that close. They were that close. We were that close to getting a DMV Super Bowl. But it is what it is. The Buffalo Bills, they are having one heck of a year. They're going to keep it going to go against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I wasn't home when this game was being played. I went out to eat, and I had some other things to do. And I did watch a little bit when we were at Yard House, one of my favorite bars, restaurants, whatever. I love me a good Yard House. Oh my goodness. Watch it on TV, and the Texans, they played a good game, but I hate to say it, but you can't beat the referees. You can't beat the referees. I don't know. I can't speak on it as much. I've watched highlights, but the highlights don't show the nitty gritty of the game. But what I can say is that Travis Kelce had an all-star day. I did see that. Patrick Mahomes still making ridiculous plays here and there. Xavier Worthy making spectacular catches too. So that team, Chiefs are still the Chiefs. They're still a good team, and they're showing that they are truly a playoff team. When it comes down to it, they get the job done. They've been getting the job done all year, but it's been close as heck. So this is going to be a good game. I think this is a late game, so it's going to be something to stay up for and actually pay attention to, because no matter what, if the Bills make it, it's the first time in a long time, and they deserve to have it. And finally, Josh Allen breaks that freaking curse and finally just breaks the glass, because he's been trying so hard. If the Chiefs go, the dynasty talks ramp up again, the 3P, Patrick Mahomes being the GOAT, Travis Kelce being the GOAT, the talks start happening for a dynasty. So whoever wins is going to be interesting, and it's going to be a good game. And now we are going to jump over to the NFC Conference Championship game, which I would like to call the main event of the evening, even though it's not the late game, but it should be. But they should flex it. But this is the main event for next weekend. The trilogy, the NFC East showdown. It's crazy how all the talk was, going into the playoffs, the NFC North, they're the best division in football. They are dominating on all cylinders. They had 3 teams that made the playoffs, so you can't count them out. They're just like that. But yet, we beat the Lions, the Packers lost, and the Vikings, well, we saw what happened to the Vikings. And yet, we have 2 NFC East teams in the NFC Conference Championships, just proving that the NFC East is the best division in football. Mark that down, stamp it, write it. Truly are. I mean, yes, we do have two teams that did not make it and were nowhere close to making it, with the Cowboys and the Giants. The Giants, and they're doing them right now. I don't even know. They have a good wide receiver in Malik Neighbors, so you can't count them out. They'll get that quarterback situation hopefully handled this year in the draft. And then you have the Cowboys. They had a lot of injuries that kind of played a part in it, even though team wasn't meshing around McCarthy. And of course, we all know the biggest distraction or biggest hindrance to their success, Jerry Jones. Truthfully, it's not talks of Micah, CD, and them leaving, especially CD just got paid before the season started, so you needed more. And you said you were going to go all in and you didn't, but we're not here to talk about them bum cowboy, cowgirl, whatever they are. Dallas, all right? Dallas. We're not here to talk about Dallas. We're here to talk about the two best teams in the NFC East and in the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. This game, like I said, is the trilogy. Like a boxing match. The first one, they got us. In the second one, we got them. Now we go back to the link. We lost last time. The Commanders went to the link. After seeing both games, yes, the Eagles had a close game. They played the Rams and then it started to snow. Truthfully, they fought through injuries. I mean, Jalen Hurts is banged up. Quinyon Mitchell, Saquon Barkley, he had a hand injury, and they lost their top linebacker a few weeks back, Nakobe Dean. So they have a lot of things going against them, but yet they still pulled off the win against the Rams, though it could have went the other way if Matt Stafford would have gotten that touchdown or some things would have went their way, but and Kyron Williams didn't fumble. But this team is a dog team. I mean, you remember that year when they did win the Super Bowl. They were a underdog team and they fought to get that Super Bowl championship. So they're going to do the same thing with us. And we're a conference opponent, a conference rival. So this is going to be deep right here. As we talk about the Eagles, let's go ahead and talk about the Commanders. We've seen what happened. The defense showed up. The offense was there. I got to give a hand. I have to give a hand because not many people are talking about them. You know, everyone's talking about, oh, Jaden, he made the right passes at the right times. Oh, he was running at the right times. He was just throwing dots. And 50% of the game, the Detroit Lions were blitzing, and that O-line allowed 0 sacks. Gotta give a hand to them. Without them, Jaden Daniels was not able to do what he did against the Lions. So we have to give them a hand. And while we're speaking about the O-line, we have to give a hand to Trent Scott coming in there when Sam Cosmi went down. And we're sending our prayers and thoughts to Sam Cosmi. He will not be returning this season. Tore his ACL when the guy rolled up on him on that touchdown run, I do believe. It did not look pretty, and as we can see, it wasn't. So, you know, prayers to you, Kaz. We got you, big dog. The Commanders came to play. This was the first time this season all Commanders fans could watch the game and be kind of at ease at the end of it. We didn't have to worry about trying to get the last play touchdown or trying to keep the ball for something about. We got to actually watch the game and enjoy it for once. We didn't have to stress. And to dominate a number one overall team, I mean, yes, Jared Goff had a terrible day at the office. He truly did. Throwing, 4 interceptions, 1 pick six, fumbled. I mean, it was not a pretty day from him either, but yet still, it showed that we did the work, we studied, we practiced hard, and we came to play. I'm serious. I do believe those DBs got a true talking to and were shown videos or something. They heard the noise of all the talks of them being trash and them not really guarding Mike Evans and all of them against the Buccaneers. But they came out this game and they showed, hey, we here. Mike Sainz still 2 interceptions. I mean, this team proved that, yes, we have a dominant offense, but when this defense get to clicking, oh, we here, baby. This is going to be a good game. I don't think the Commanders are going to run away with it like they did against the Detroit Lions, which is crazy to say. Although, yes, everyone's saying, oh, Philly's offense is banged up. Philly is a banged up team, you know, they're not going to be able able to do what they normally. You cannot count out a team no matter what in the playoffs. You can't, no matter what. This is the NFC Conference Championship game. The next game guaranteed your spot in the Super Bowl. Your legacy right here can be cemented with going to that Super Bowl. No matter what, for the Commanders, their legacy is already cemented this season. We weren't supposed to make it this far. We weren't supposed to have a 12-5 record. We coming into this with turnover in a roster, coming in with all new coaches, GM, front office, owner, second full year. So we're coming in here. We're not supposed to be in this position. So like we have always said as Commanders fans, this year, no matter what, is a win. We'll take it as a win. For the Eagles, I'm sorry, this is a must win. This is a must win, especially for Saquon, because I'm sorry, I would have broke that record. No matter what Nick Sirianni said, the front office said, I don't care. I'm going to get my record. Literally, all you needed was 101 yards. Easy work against the Giants. That is the most satisfying book ending to just show the Giants, you need me. That could have been the most satisfying thing to end the regular season off with. But now you sat out, you don't have the record. Yes, you still had over 2,000 yards, which is spectacular and just phenomenal. Your end goal was to get to the Super Bowl and become a Super Bowl champion. So you have to win this game as an Eagles fan. Everyone needs to win this weekend. The Chiefs, they want to complete their dynasty. The Bills, they want to finally break the glass and get to the Super Bowl once again. The Commanders, they just want to keep this phenomenal season going. Jaden Daniels wants to be the first rookie to ever start in a Super Bowl. I had to check because I thought Brock Purdy started his rookie year, but no, it was his second year. And then you have the Eagles, like I said, Saquon, he sat out for that record, so he has to get there. And of course, they have to get there again after being there, 2 years ago? It wasn't last year because that was Brock Purdy's year, so it was the year before. So each team has their reasons why. It's just going to come down to who wants it more. No matter what, it's going to be a good weekend. I'm not going to pick winners this weekend. I'm just here to talk about them. But you know who I'm rooting for. Anybody, anywhere, anytime.